It makes no sense to me. Guys, listen to this. Just listen to this logic. The idea that an increased inflation rate would in turn devalue Bitcoin. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And I understand when consumers have less purchasing power, everything goes down. And that's what's happening with crypto. And last week, there was some people that finally thought inflation was going to go back down. But the report says it continues to rise and Bitcoin is falling still. I don't know what happened. I had a massive trend line. I don't know what happened to my trend line, but I think it was something like this. Massive trend line. Let me redraw it. It was a legit, like I had drawn this trend line like, I don't know, 5 days ago and it's holding. You can see it was something like that, but just the idea that inflation devalues Bitcoin, it makes no sense. It's 0 sense. But because, the way the world works, that is what is happening. Bitcoin's going down because inflation is rising. When in reality, inflation rising is the exact argument as to why we need something like Bitcoin, because you cannot print more Bitcoin, right? But take a look at BTC. You can see this is the some sort of trend line I drew, and it's right around 21K. And the number one question people are asking, let me draw this. The number one question people are asking, have we already hit the bottom, or are we headed possibly down to 14K? And I know my strategy. Honestly, guys, I think when I saw this, the fear and greed index at a 7, I think this signals just buy me right now. Because if we have not hit the bottom, we have got to be close. And if we really are going down to 14K, this is going to go to 1. The extreme figure is going to go to a 1. But generally speaking, when it's in the single digits, that is a big, bright, green buy sign. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, it's probably time to start accumulating some BTC with the threat it could actually fall lower to 14K, which would suck. But again, it's like you're trying to hedge here. You're really trying to hedge. Me personally, I'm someone who likes waiting for a reversal. So I would want to see, let's say we see some price action. Something like this happens, it goes linear, wouldn't buy, goes up a little, probably still wouldn't buy, and then if it goes up more, that's when I would probably start to invest. Because what people are saying now, they're saying buy right now. Well, what if this happens? Then you buy here, then this happens, then you buy here, as opposed to it goes all the way down here, then it maybe reverses, and then you get in here. I'd rather get in right here than buy here, and buy here. Because the strategy is, as the market goes down, keep accumulating more. Buy here. But that strategy, if the market actually tanks and we're going into a recession, that strategy doesn't work. So I want to wait for an actual reversal. We actually did get a green candle yesterday, which was funny. People were wondering, is it a bull trap? I don't even think you would call it a bull trap. It's just that when the price goes down so significantly, there's going to be some sort of rally to limit that, unless we go through an absolute full-fledged free fall. The one coin I'm really watching is Ethereum. I'm really worried about Ethereum. It's completely blown through all its support. It's trading at around 1,200. There are significant concerns. If you do have Ethereum, I never like selling, especially I would never want to sell Ethereum at 1,200 per coin. I wouldn't do it. I would not recommend doing it. But there is a chance it free falls below 1,000. I'm just telling you guys. It's only $125 above. If it goes below 1,000, it'll probably start trending on Twitter. Ethereum. So Ethereum is definitely, to me, the coin to watch. Just looking at some of these other coins that I throw on here. SHIB. This is a funny one. So this coin actually still has a support of 539. I think it's got to hit 539 before it goes back up. So it's due to fall a little bit more. Crypto.com coin. This is just an exchange this is the exchange that I think they renamed Staples Center. That's crazy how much money is in cryptocurrency to where that exchange was able to buy the naming rights to frickin' Staples Center. I mean, like, this is a coin that's going to bounce during, like, buying it at 11 cents. This is the perfect coin. If you bought $2,500 worth of this coin at 11 cents, you're going to make a ton of money. What is this? Nervous. This coin was shelled to me. I don't know why I have it on here. But what was its all-time high? I think its all-time high was like almost 2 cents. It's trading at 0.03 right now. Harmony. Harmony's a good one. Harmony is trading at 2.5 cents. It's been trading there for a while. Tether I was looking at just because there was some weird price action. Look at this. Look at this candlestick right here. I don't even remember that candlestick, but the graph is another interesting. Any one of these altcoins I would say are pretty safe to invest. Even a meme coin like this. When people say like a coin like this is going to go to zero, I mean, eventually it'll go to zero, sure, but I want to milk it. I want to milk it for one more bull run. If this coin has a presence in the market and it's ranked 6th or 7th in terms of market cap, you could say that means there's zero chance it ever reaches a cent, because if it reaches a cent, the market cap would have to be higher than Bitcoin's, which is true, but that doesn't mean it's not going to skyrocket. I mean, it's worth 0.00008 cents, meaning the coin in a bull market would go up thousands and thousands of percent. That to me is very attractive, in my opinion. I'm not saying to invest into it, but it is an attractive strategy. It's like these NFT coins that are worth nothing. Doge to me is kind of a useless investment. I mean, I think it'll moon during the next bull run, but it's at this point maybe worth like 4 cents or something. I don't even know. I don't pay attention to the Doge price. It's just too much at this point. But yeah, taking a look back at BTC, everyone's just waiting to see what happens. And again, there's different buying strategies. I would definitely say the safest buying strategy is to just keep accumulating and don't try and guess the bottom. But with my strategy, I don't try and guess the bottom. I wait for the reversal because I don't want to invest here if we're going down to 14K. Okay? Now, if it does seem rather unlikely we'd be going down to 14K, when you look at the fear and greed index is at 7. I mean, again, if we go down to 14K, this is going to be at a 1, right? Which would be horrific news. And if we go down to 14K, ETH is going to free fall, probably to like $250 a coin, which would be a generational opportunity to buy. I mean, even if you have like $1,000, you could get 5 Ethereum. I would 100%. Again, this is probably my favorite altcoin. It's ADA. A lot of us are really mad at ADA. ADA has actually performed significantly better than Bitcoin has the past few weeks. We know, especially the past week, it's like this thing will just not tank. It will not bottom out. It still has to support at 41.7. It's 50 right now, 50 cents, half a dollar, for one coin. But a lot of us are really frustrated. This thing has not gone down. And it is really impressive. I used to think it was bullshit, like coins performing better than BTC during a bear market. But no, it is impressive. And especially this coin with staying power. It's been a top 10 coin for multiple years now in terms of market cap. So this is probably the most, like, if somebody had $2,500 and said, I want to invest into one coin, I want it to be safe, but I also want to make some money. Because obviously you could say, oh, buy 0.2 worth of Bitcoin or whatever, however much that is. And obviously I fully believe in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to 6 figures during the next bull run, 100%. But best bang for your buck, also with a safety net, to where you're not investing into total shit, like a shit coin, I think it's ADA. And a lot of us are frustrated it's not falling enough. Like, we want it lower. I was hoping the target would be about 25 cents, honestly. I wanted to get in at 25 cents. Maybe it falls there. I mean, if BTC goes down to 14K, it's falling at least half of it's going to lose half of its value, even though it's overperformed. All the alts fall significantly more than BTC in terms of percent. And you're seeing it right here. I mean, BTC is still having a horrible day, down 6. All these alts are down 9. Looking at them. So just some things to take into account. But I mean, the overall, it's just funny during times like this when there's so many people have so many fears and what is the reversal? I mean, right now, this is similar to March of 2020. It's doomsday. You've got a war that's going on, that's gone on for multiple months. Now, I wouldn't be too optimistic that war is going to end anytime soon, but still, when that war ends, it will inevitably create more market stability and possibly such a better time for cryptocurrency, the stock market, whatever. So you've got the war, you've got crazy inflation, and which really, honestly, it's ass backwards. If there's crazy inflation, Bitcoin should become more valuable, and eventually it will be. But this is just the way the market happens. Like right now, it's tanking because people aren't going to buy things because of inflation. They have no purchasing power. The gas is $50. It takes $50 to fill up your gas. So this could be known, and as possibly, one of the worst times, and that would create one of the best investment opportunities. I don't know why my freaking, it keeps taking off my stuff. Oh, that's ADA, never mind. Yeah, so we'll see if this trend line ends up holding. Again, I drew a trend line like this maybe a week ago, and it has hit a few ticks like on the trend line, but it's reversed. So, we will see if this continues to hold. It's going to have to obviously break through at some point, you would think, unless we are going down to 14K. But, yeah, guys, I would say accumulate right now. Like, whenever you see something like this, it probably is time to accumulate. But me personally, I'm waiting. Just because I'm a little bit more risky with it, I guess, just in terms of my strategy. And I do fear a massive drop. And if there is a massive drop, I don't want to be buying ADA, for example, at 50 cents when I could be getting it at 23 cents. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that is a possibility. And it's like, I'd rather take that chance than see a reversal and kind of get screwed and have to get ADA at, maybe 65, 70 cents. But at least it's a reversal, So, I don't know. That's just food for thought. That's kind of how I do it. I know people would say just make sure you get some right now. And technically, if the fear and greed index is at 7, that's basically just a complete buying sign. Just a complete buying sign. But again, that's just something I want to talk about, how it makes no sense. Inflation going up, it causes cryptocurrency to drop. And when we inevitably have our major bull market and BTC is trading at $200,000 a coin, everyone's going to say this time period made no sense. But whenever that happens, right now we're thinking, oh my God, everything's going to zero. Look at what happened, the Luna crash, it's horrible. But it's just the world we live in and the way the markets work, and that's why investing is so hard, because the best time to invest is always at the worst time. And right now it's the worst time. So that's why if you're an investor, you have to get used to times like this and really just stay away from the general population, because the general population, they're not the millionaires. The vast majority of us are not rich, okay? So rich people do something different to get rich, whether it's invest when the market's tanking, whether it's, real estate, invest in real estate, whatever they do. They do something different, right? 70% of us aren't rich. We're all pretty average, right? And the average person is going to look at this market and say, it's tanking, Bitcoin is dead, why would I invest in that, right? That's what the average person is going to say. So don't listen to the average person. I'm not saying to go spend your life savings on Ethereum, but it is just a good time to invest right now. And that's just kind of my strategy. I just drew a bunch of random crap. Let me just do a little deletion of that. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.